Welcome to How to Earn a Grade with Standards-Based Grading. This video will explain how you earn a grade throughout this course. Your course grade is made up of mastery marks for each learning objective listed in the syllabus. Some sample learning objectives for a course might be L1, solve and graph a linear equation, Q3, use quadratics to solve application problems and explain their meaning in context, E7, write an equation given a verbal description. Learning objectives are skills you are expected to learn throughout the course. The course grade is made up of marks for each learning objective listed in the syllabus. You will earn several marks for each learning objective throughout the semester. Your course grade is determined by the number of learning objectives you master. Let's get into the details.
There is growing research about what equitable grading means. As part of that research, we have come to understand opportunities for learning should not be used to determine your grade. Instead, these are used to give you feedback and help you to correct mistakes made on the path to learning. For this reason, no grades will be given for homework completion or other learning opportunities. The assigned homework is provided as an aid to students to practice what is covered in class. Research shows that students who complete homework typically do well on the graded assignments where mastery scores are earned. Homework practice helps students to acquire the skills and understanding necessary to master the learning objectives. Although homework completion is not required, it is strongly recommended students attempt as much of the homework as possible.
The only assignments that are given mastery marks are quizzes, exams, and the final exam. You will have multiple attempts to show mastery throughout the semester. For most learning objectives, you will have 3 opportunities to demonstrate your understanding of the concept or skill and earn a mastery mark. For example, the first opportunity may be a quiz, the second an exam, and the last may be on the final exam. Each learning objective will have its own mastery mark of M, R, P, or X, based on the course grading rubric. Here is a sample rubric to give you an idea of the course expectations. The official rubric for the course will be listed in the syllabus. In this example rubric, M represents mastered, R stands for revise for mastery, P means progressing, and X indicates no evidence. To master each learning objective, you will need to earn a specific number of M's. The syllabus will list the required number of M's for each objective.
For each graded assessment, you will earn marks for the learning objectives covered. In this example, Fred has earned a P for learning objective L1, which means that he is still progressing in his understanding of the concept. Fred also earned an M for learning objective L2, which indicates that he has shown mastery of this concept. In future assessments, he will have more opportunities to show his mastery of these learning objectives as well as others.
As the semester continues, you will earn multiple marks for each learning objective. Looking at some examples for Amico and Adriel, we can see how they have done on 2 sample learning objectives. Let's look at learning objective D5. We can see here that Adriel has done excellent work on D5 and has enough M's to master it. Amico had some trouble making sense of D5. However, she eventually earned a total of 2 M's, and so she has enough M's to show that she has mastered D5. The X and P do not affect her grade. She just had to try a few extra times. D8 has 4 required M's. In this case, Adriel has missed some classes, so he has not yet earned enough marks to master D8. He needs 2 more M's. Adriel's last mark was an R. This mark indicates that Adriel can revise his work for this last assessment to correct his mistakes and earn an M for this learning objective. If he decides to do this, he will only have to show mastery for D8 one more time. However, Amico often forgets about communicating her work clearly to others, and so she has not earned enough M's to show that she has mastered D8. She still needs 2 more M's.
The final exam is cumulative. Every student must take the final exam to pass the course, with the caveat that you are only required to demonstrate your knowledge for learning objectives for which you have not earned enough M's to show mastery. The course grade is determined by how many learning objectives for which you demonstrate mastery. This example chart shows that to earn an A, a student needs to master at least 30 out of 33 learning objectives. To earn a B, a student needs to master at least 26 learning objectives. A C requires at least 23 mastered learning objectives, and a D requires at least 20 learning objectives mastered. These numbers are just examples, and you should review your course syllabus for the details of your grade scale. To understand how to read your grade in Canvas, be sure to check out the video titled Understanding Your Grade in Canvas.
If you have any questions or concerns about this grading system, make sure to ask. This is most likely a very new idea to you, and it might take some time to wrap your brain around it. Your instructor will always be willing to answer any questions you have about this grading system.